There were some newly discovered episodes of Friends,
What?
the show,
Yeah?
and they just got released today. So we're going to be watching a couple of those episodes.
Okay.
Right? Yeah!
Hey there, Carla. Happy birthday. My memory of you, including this umbrella, is when you were a senior in high school. You've been in lots of plays as support characters, but I encouraged you to go out for the senior class play because you would never get another chance to go back. And you've listened to me, believe it or not. And you went out, and when you was auditioning, I said, now, Carla, you have got to sing louder than Kathy to get the part. And you did. You got the part. And you had to sing a duet with Kathy on stage. And guess what? You were louder than she was.
Carla, happy birthday. We are so excited to celebrate your big 4-0. I can't believe that that also means we have been friends now for 20 years, which just warms my heart for so many reasons. Although we can't get together as often as we'd like, I want you to know that you by far are one of the biggest blessings in my life. And I am truly, truly grateful for your friendship. You are, without question, one of the most beautiful people I know, both inside and out. And you will always be number one on my speed dial list should zombies ever decide to attack. I mean, hey, early on you proved your bravery. You fearlessly rushed to the rescue of your roommate and Sweet Biggs while half blind and with nothing other than a cell phone in your hand. So I'm quite certain you can handle anything that comes your way. But in all seriousness, we love you, Carla. We miss you. We hope you have an amazing birthday. And I'm quite certain that these fellows right here will eat plenty of cake in your honor. So we wish you the biggest birthday ever.
I'm sure you know the funny story that I have of you. When we were, let's see, it was around 2009, the 4th of July, you and I decided to adventure out with people we didn't know and got invited down to fireworks and rode down with the guy that owned a Subway or something and ended up downtown with a bunch of guys decked out in Ed Hardy shirts and on a tour bus of some sort that with girls that were twerking on each other and stuff. And we both wanted to get out of there immediately, but we were stuck because we didn't have a car, and ended up going around with them and trying to call anyone and everyone that we could find to get us the heck out of there and get us home. And we go to a bar and we decided to make up a story, and we worked it all out on our way there and said, okay, you're gonna pretend, Carla, you were gonna pretend to be sick and get us out of there, and that we finally found somebody that was gonna come pick us up. So you start telling them, oh, I'm not feeling good, my stomach's upset, I think we need to go. Well, turns out Ed Hardy guy is a doctor and starts feeling around on your stomach and says, oh, you've got a lump right there. You just need to go to the bathroom and you'll be okay. And so we were like, what? How does this guy end up being a doctor? and you're like, no, I think it's more than that. I have a headache too. And so finally got Scarlett, I think, to come down and get us out of there and drive us home. Thank goodness for her. And then you texted me about 10 minutes after we both got home and said, guess what? The doctor was right. That, I don't think I'll ever forget that night. That was really fun and definitely a good Carla memory.
Happy 40th birthday to the girl who joined me on the dance floor in 1998 and knew in that moment. She dances, puts on costumes and dances like, this is my girl. And she is a white girl that can dance really well. She's my girl. So to the many dance parties we had over the years, to hearing you sing at, what did you sing, Fame? All I remember is I was like, whoa, that girl's like mega talented. To your beauty pageant stuff, to then moving to Nashville and like watching you, people all over the country were watching you do that Nashville show that you and Janet did. I just feel like everywhere you go, you leave a mark. You do not understand how much you influence people, how much people look to you as an influencer. I wish you knew how completely talented, amazing. I know you're talented and amazing, but I don't think you know truly how talented and amazing you are. So you are the bestest of friend. You are an amazing mother. You are such a devout follower of your faith. And there are just so many things I love about you wrapped up into this one little package. So I'm so blessed for our friendship. I'm so blessed for the fun, amazing times you taught me to take the perfect selfie about 10 years ago at a Cincinnati Reds Cubs game. So thank you for that. I'm really good at it now.
Okay, favorite memory. There are way too many, like too many, Jonathan. But I'll just rattle a few off. Living together, you creating crafts with me for our, remember Easter egg paper mache balloons for Easter eggs for our boyfriends at the time. Making cookies at the house. I was Valentine cookies for those same boyfriends at the house we were babysitting at. Do you remember that? You passing out slap colds before a football game, tailgating, and us checking your pulse to make sure that you were alive. But we knew you were alive because you had your proper facial cream on, your hair in a towel turban, and your clothes neatly pressed, laying on the bed so as not to be bothered. So we knew you were okay. Goodness, creating our own beer golf downtown. Do you remember we did that? There's just too much. Little bow wow when I got back from Costa Rica, and dancing in the apartment at the Ridge. Too many. But girl, I love you. You are wiser than wise, quick to learn. You or open to learning. Sorry, and just a blast. Go with the flow, and up for anything, and just a joy. And you just have the gift of discernment that God has blessed you with. I know that is your spiritual gift, and I love you for it.
Hi Carla, hoy quiero agradecerte por ser mi nuera, amiga y consejera. Has sido paciente con Jonathan. Has hecho junto a él un hermoso hogar. Dios me ha dado contigo a otra hija y no se equivocó. Tu dulzura, trato sincero hacen de ti una maravillosa persona. Gracias Carla por tus bendiciones, por tu alegría, por la forma como tratas a la familia, los niños y por mucho más por los que tengo que agradecer. A pesar de los duros momentos por los que has pasado, has demostrado valentía, ímpetu y fortaleza para continuar. Gracias por ser tan buena. Cuenta con nosotros y no dudes en llamarnos a la hora que sea, que con gusto te atenderemos.
I just wanted to take note of all of the times that you've made us laugh, all of your bravery for getting up in front of people, from the Miss Clemson pageant to the time that you got on an airplane with the president of the university and went somewhere to give a speech, to the nights out of the Mark Twain Once Said, and the very first time I met you in your snake pants dancing on a table in the living room, to even now when I look online at everything that you do for your business and for your family, and to share what you believe in and what you love. You just are so engaging, and you have a talent for coming up with a new way of putting a spin on things and a new way of doing things. And you even, lately we went on the trip and you're like, I want to recreate this picture from, whenever before. Your fresh ideas and your constant ability to make us laugh, and your fierce love of your friends and your family and taking care of everybody, and your continuous courageousness to do what's important to you and what you think is best for everyone are some of the things I love about you the most. I don't know what I would do. You've brought such a unique and fun perspective to my life. You always know how to have a good time and have others around you have a good time. And just being around you is contagious and infectious. I miss all the times from proximity-wise that I just got to be around you, like in the middle of the day or the middle of the night while we were studying late together. I solidly miss those times.
My favorite memory with Carla is when we would play Clue together when I was younger, and she would always cheat.
My favorite memory with Carla is when we would take all the pictures at the beach of us jumping. And my second favorite memory was when I told her she looked like the skeleton person from the Scary Stories book.
So my favorite memory of Carla, which is hard, but really it's honestly when we were working on Can You Duet together, on the show together, and I was just getting to meet her. And we were all sitting at a restaurant table. I believe it was the Tin Roof, pretty sure. And I was still getting to know Carla, but we were all sitting at this table, and there were just so many people around, and she was just absolutely hilarious and telling jokes, very witty, very funny, yet very just warm and kind. And so I just remember thinking, I was like, I need to get to know this girl. I need to get to know her. And so we became very good friends. So I don't have one memory of Carla, but what I just say is just an inclusive memory of that Carla's just an amazing person. She's funny, and I love you, Carla. You know that you are my dear best friend.
Happy birthday, Carla. Just a little note here from the memories of you. Being a father of 4 daughters, I would never get the thrill of being like a woman that sat from our church. I always talk about our son when he took the football field. That's my son. So I finally got a chance to say, that's my daughter, when you became a ball girl. Probably the first ball girl, might have been the last, but anyhow, you were a ball girl, and we were in the stands saying, that's my girl, go get him.
My first favorite memory of you is when we met, which you know this story, but whatever. I was working at Atkins Circle at the time, an apartment community, and Carla was living there as a resident. So I'm driving down Atkins Circle Drive in my golf cart, and, peaceful day, just looking around, keeping the peace. And I hear this shrill scream coming from one of the apartments. So I whip my golf cart into one of the parking spaces, and I run down the hallway, and there's an open door, and I go in, and Carla's standing on her coffee table screaming because there's a mouse in her apartment. So I'm like, oh my goodness, who is this girl? It's a mouse. It's not that big of a deal. So I go in, and I'm trying to look for the mouse, and I'm looking in her kitchen and under the cabinets and in her living room, and then all of a sudden I see it dash across the floor, and I freak out, and I scream, and I jump up on the coffee table with her. And so that's how we met. And then she started working at Atkins Circle. We became good friends, blah, blah, blah. So fast forward a couple months, and we are going out to Whiskey River in style. And I used to have this on video, but I don't anymore. I'm so disappointed, but we were dancing, and Carla was wearing her Michael Kors cognac boots, and she had 2 little napkins under her boots because she didn't want her boots to touch the floor. And she's dancing, she's a real good dancer. And this guy comes up behind her and starts dancing with her, and I think she was kind of like, no thanks at first, but he just was not getting the message. And he grabbed her butt, and she turned around and slapped him as hard as she could across his face. And then she went like this, and she looked at him and pointed at him as he walked out of Whiskey River the whole way out. And I was like screaming. I was laughing so hard. It was like one of the best moments of my life. And then, oh my goodness, how am I supposed to choose? Okay, my most favorite moment with Carla, this one's more sentimental, was for my bachelorette party. We went down to the beach, and her and I went a few hours earlier than the rest of the girls to check out the house and, just spend more time at the beach. And so we got there early, and we went and had lunch, and had a cocktail, and then went somewhere else, had another couple of cocktails, and by the time the rest of the girls had got there, they were ready to go have dinner and go out, and we were so drunk, day drunk. But it was just so much fun to have that special time with her before my wedding, and then I moved to Texas. But anyways, we have remained friends for, goodness, maybe 8 years now.
My first memory of you was you were the only girl at the Ridge when we were moving into the apartment that I hadn't met. I knew Peachy, I knew obviously Annika and Jessica, and I'd met Stephanie when she was Peachy's roommate, but I'm like, who is this Carla girl? I had never met her, and everyone's like, oh, she's really sweet. And I think we were like doing Bible study at the time, so they were like, she's a really strong Christian, and I was like, oh, she sounds great, you know, whatever. And then I remember the first time I met you, you were, I don't know if your kids are gonna be watching this, but you were not sober the first time I met you, and you were dancing on a table and had your earring hanging out of your ear, and I just remember leaving thinking like, man, that girl seems like a lot of fun. So that's absolutely true, but it's so funny because I don't think I've ever seen you that intoxicated since the first time I met you.
Hola, mi amada Carla, ¿cómo estás? Tenemos muchos recuerdos a lo largo de estos años. Contigo se cumplió ese deseo tan grande que yo tenía de tener una hija. Doy gracias a Dios por tu vida, que es una gran bendición para mí y para todos los que te rodean. Siempre me ha encantado verte servir a Dios, y cuando lo haces veo su gracia en ti. Eres una mujer muy especial y nos diviertes mucho con tus videos. Disfruto mucho viendo las fotos de mis nietos y viendo ese amor tan grande que tienes por Jesús y tu gran liderazgo también. Te amamos.
You, Lindsay, and myself went skiing. Stayed, I think, at my parents' house, and then went up to the slopes, and you were pumped about going skiing, and we got you off the lift, and then not even halfway down, like, you fell and you were just done. You were like, I am walking down the mountain, took off your skis and walked, and then stayed in the ski lodge the rest of the time. So that just always brings back a chuckle and a smile.
I think my best memory of that time, that stand out, is our walks on the dike after class, and you know, that really solidified our friendship, and just, you were just always listening, and we would share about our day and our dreams and our hopes and our fears, and you know, we just connected at this deep soul level that you know, has really continued to grow through our adult lives. So I'm really grateful for that.
I do remember you were one of my first friends that I met at Clemson. I remember hanging out with you at the First Friday parade and thinking, gosh, this girl is really cool and I want to be her friend. And I remember you riding your sister's scooter from the Clemson house.
And then celebrating my engagement and helping me plan my wedding and planning my bachelorette party, and then visiting me in California when I was pregnant, and then hosting Tess and me and Sanjeev in our first trip back east in Valentine, and then meeting Jonathan, and then your whirlwind wedding, and then you visited us in New Jersey. We were not there very long, but you visited us in New Jersey when Maxim was born.
Hey Carla, it's Jen coming at you all the way from Dallas, Texas to wish you a happy 40th birthday. I love you, girl, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Please know that you are loved and celebrated today, for sure. Man, we've had so many great times together. It started all the way back in 2007 at the Tin Roof 2 in Cool Springs, Tennessee. I was so lucky to run into a girl like you, whether it was girls' night out in Nashville or throwing up in your car, us being ridiculous groupies at the Wild Horse Saloon, all those hours we spent working out at fitness together. We had no clue that our bodies were rocking at 26. That crazy road trip we took to Put-in-Bay. Man, so many good times. I love seeing you as a mom and as a wife. Those recent quick weekend trips to Charlotte just to see your face, roller skating through your house. I love it. I miss you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful day.
I loved when she would always dress up. That was my favorite part, when she started even as little as being a nurse, and then the older she got, well, she got a little bit more creative. Like one year she was a man for Halloween, and then she was, oh yeah, a Mormon with a Bible. Ooh, now she's a mommy with children.
That's funny.
Carla, we are the second children from mom and dad in the little sets, and we get each other. We know that we are probably the most judged, the most talked about, and that's okay. And because I just tend to say that we're just interesting, and with you turning 40 years old, continue to be interesting. You are a great mom. You are a great wife. And you are such a great sister. If ever I need to laugh or giggle, I go to you, okay? Because you are sure to get me going somehow.
Happy birthday, Carla! Welcome to our crazy house. It's been really easy to get all this footage. Happy birthday, Carla. I wish that we could be there to celebrate with you. My favorite story about Carla, well, I have too many stories about Carla. So things I just love and times I love living with Carla. I loved working together at Tin Roof. I loved dressing up for crazy adventures, dressing up as gangsters, going and singing Gangster's Paradise every karaoke place we possibly could. I love when Carla would sing Natural Woman every single time. She would be amazing. And I loved driving to church every Sunday morning when Carla knew every single word to every single church song. I loved our trip to Clemson. I love pretty much everything about Carla. But most of all, what I love is how she cares so much about all of her friends, and she'd do anything for her friends, always. And that has proven true in motherhood, how, you know, the book and always willing to give advice. And even though we're miles apart, I always feel like I'm very close to her. Brittany wants me to add, too, that she gave such a beautiful speech at the wedding that poor Brittany had to follow up that speech. So I would never want to have to follow anything with Carla's. So anyways, I love you, Carla. I wish that we could be together for your birthday, and I miss you more than anything in this world. Love you.
This is our first formal together. We're babies. Is there a glare? We're just babies in this picture. And then there's another one of us, one of our, I think it might have been the first Friday parade, other babies. Here we are, holding up our triangles. And here we are, some fun pictures, you and I pretending, I don't know what we're doing there. But here, you're always good, you and Lindsay, good with the dressing up, loving the red lipstick.
Well, I have a lot of funny memories of Carla. I have one that really stands out. On May 25th, 2002, she had a few too many drinks prior to giving a toast at my wedding reception. So she just decided to wing it. It was an absolute cringing 5 minutes that included details of her love life, completely inaccurate directions to our house that she has lived at her entire life, and then finally confessing her love at first sight to Samuel, and then telling everyone that I didn't even like him at first. So as they say, to love, laughter, and happily ever after, and to alcohol, because no great story ever started with a salad.
Birthday girl! Oh my goodness, it's been 10 years since you left Nashville. Can you believe that? I can't even believe it. I mean, you're missed desperately daily, but the time has just flown. I'm so excited to share memories with you, and I just can't even come up with one. So here's a really quick play. Late night Tin Roof, queso consumption while watching drunk old people rub up against each other and laughing hysterically just for hours. Arrington Vineyard and playing catchphrase dozens of times and just belly roll laughing. The weekend that you and Lindsay came back and made a girls' weekend in Nashville is one of the best weekends ever. There's so many memories. Sauna talks, the Charlotte Wine Festival, Froyo in Charlotte, so many things. Oh, there's so many memories. But what I wanted to say was my favorite thing about you, Carla, and of course that is your love for the Lord, but it's also how that love spills over to all of us. And I know you speak truth into all of your friends' lives, but you've been so valuable and so precious to me and mine. And just knowing that I can call you anytime and you are going to be there and you're going to speak truth to me. You have encouraged me. You have given me hope. You have brought me back to being focused on the Lord. The Holy Spirit has used you as a vessel in such powerful ways in my life, and I'm just so thankful for you and who you are. And I hope you have the best birthday, and I wish I had an hour to tell you how amazing you are, and I'll go through in detail all the memories, like the time you taught me how I could take power over that fried shrimp from the tin roof, and if I didn't eat it, I got to have that fried shrimp power. I still think about that.
Hey Carla, Shannon came here obviously, and we just wanted to say happy birthday. And one of our favorite memories of you that we heard is when you and Jen were at Halloween and you dressed up as Mormons, I believe.
Yeah, and you had those shapeless dresses and like braid hair, and you carried around a Book of Mormon, and you went to go in a bar, and the bouncer stopped you and was like, "You're not bringing that in here." Hilarious. Still to this day, a story I tell people.
And our other Halloween where we dressed up as the Village Chicks, that was a lot of fun too. And all your equipment that you had somehow, and it actually had a hat too. But we love you and are really, we miss you and hope you have a really great birthday.
You have a rare depth and generosity of spirit and a genuineness and an honesty that is just so beautiful. And I mean, you could see it at your wedding. You had like 18 bridesmaids, but I know that you give each one of those girls the same amount of attention and love and care that you've always given me. And you're just such a wonderful friend, but you're also fun. Like the first time I met you, you're also incredibly funny. So you're really the whole package. So I just wish you a wonderful 40th and a new decade, and I just hope and wish you and Jonathan and Josiah and Nadia all the best, and I can't wait to the next time I can see you again and give you a big, big hug.
We want to wish you a very happy birthday from the Collins family, and
Collins fam.
Many a Carla story is told in our household.
Often.
And just wanted to say that we love you and hope you have a super happy 40th birthday.
One of my favorites was, and I'm not sure what age she was, I would say somewhere between 8 and maybe 10 years old. And apparently she had a problem with a ham sandwich, and the ham didn't want to go down. So to make a long story short, after that episode, then Carla would not eat anything with the word ham in it. That would be hamburger, especially a ham sandwich. But I couldn't understand the hamburger because I tried telling her there's not ham in a hamburger. So, but it didn't matter. But she would eat a cheeseburger. So that's one of my favorites that I remember that I recall the most.
Hey Cookie, happy birthday. I wanted to read something I wrote for you. Oh my God, it is your 40th birthday. Jonathan is definitely your lobster. He organized a surprise video for you. Isn't it that what love is about? Oh, love. L is for life. And what is life without love? O is for, oh wow. V is for this very surprising turn of events, which I'm still fine with, by the way. E is for how extremely normal I find it that you two are together. I'm not surprised that he pulled it off. You may not know, but there's a concept you should be really familiar with. It's what the Japanese call unagi. Unagi is a total state of awareness. Only by achieving true unagi, you can be prepared for any danger that may befall you. He has unagi. Even though we were on a break, we pivot to complete this video. Can't just give up. Is that what a dinosaur will do? Well, you know, if not, it will all be a moot point.
You're a very passionate person, and I've seen that. I remember in college how you were so dedicated and passionate about going home on Sundays to be with your family and go to your home church. And that's something that just sticks with me always, that I would love for my children to come home when they go to Clemson and come home for Sunday meal and go to church with me. And I just think that's an awesome trait, that you are so dedicated to so many things. And I know that makes you a really good wife and a really good mom, and just really proud of you, girl. And I hope this birthday is amazing, and I look forward to to many, many more. Love you, friend.
Carla, your love for Jesus shines so bright that we have to wear sunglasses.
And you're super awesome.
Super awesome.
Woo-hoo.
For the Bible tells me so.
Happy birthday, Carla! Cheers! Happy 40th birthday, Carla! Cheers!
We all wish you a very
Happy birthday, Carla!
I love you, girl. Happy birthday.
On this special day, wishing you all the best and just telling you how much I very, very much love you. Happy birthday, Carla.
Happy birthday, Carla.
I hope that you have a wonderful birthday and that you catch the quotes. Remember, they know that we know, they know, we know. We love you. Mwah.
Happy birthday, Carla. Happy 40th. It's your turn, girlfriend.
And we already know that 40 is going to not only be your best year, but your best decade ever. Happy birthday, Carla.
You'll look a day over 32, but you're 40.
Carla, happy 40th birthday. We love you so much. I hope you have a wonderful day.
Feliz cumpleaños, querida hija. Dios te bendiga.
Happy birthday, Carla.
Happy birthday, girlfriend. You are so loved. Carla, you are one of my dearest friends, and I love you so much. I can't believe you're 40. You look way better than me, and I'm 31. But I hope you have a great day, and I cannot wait to celebrate with you soon.
I love you so much. Can't put it into words, and I hope you have the most amazing 40th birthday. I love you. Happy birthday, Carla.
Happy birthday.
Feliz cumpleaños, Carla. God bless you.
We love you. Happy
birthday, Carla.
Happy birthday, Carla.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Carla.
Happy birthday,
Say
Carla.
happy birthday, Carla. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy 40th birthday to you. Happy 40th birthday to you. Happy 40th birthday, dear Carla. Happy 40th birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. You're 102. You smell like a monkey. You look like one too.
Nadia put together a card for you as well.
Okay.
These are all the things that she loves about Mommy.
Oh. What do you love?
I love when you take me up to bed, and I love when you make some smoothies for me.
Here's my smoothies. You love my smoothies?
Eat.
And I love you when you fix all of the toys that I broke
I do
down.
fix all of your broken toys.
I love when you play with me and Josiah.
Oh, it's my favorite thing.
And I love when you do arts and crafts with you.
Oh, we have a lot of fun.
I love when you make me a heart.
When I cut hearts out for you? Oh.
And I love when you help me get the water.
You get the water in your little cup. You're so funny.
And I love when you scratch my
When we take our little naps together.
So she wrote the card, and
Aw, I love
she went line by line on what everything said, and that was her list. Those are the top nine things that she loves about
I love
Mommy.
you. Thank you, baby. I love you. You're so sweet.
And Daddy loves you too.
Thank you.
I think my favorite memory of of you.
Uh-huh.
And I think of us as probably when we were just dating and we would go to 9 Round and work out. And then after our workout, we'd go and do our coffee
Bible study.
Coffee Bible study. We were doing James's little brother, and we did that, or Jesus's little brother, Jesus's little brother James, and we did that whole Bible study together, and we just got to just connect at such a deep level and just lay such a great foundation for our relationship. And everything else since then has been absolutely magical. You reminded me of our trip to New York for that triathlon this week, which I absolutely loved. And oh my gosh, just all of our trips early on, Hawaii and San Diego
3
and
kids.
New York and
The 4 kids.
Yeah, all the things. But when I was going through the pictures to try to put a post up yesterday, I got to see so many, and I just loved it.
Thanks, baby.
And I love you for your kind heart. I love you for your softness and your soft soul and your unwavering faith and dedication to our family and just everything you do, baby. You're so strong, and
Thank you, baby.
what you do for us is immeasurable.
Thank you.
And we love you so much, and so happy birthday.
Thank you.
I love you.
So much.
For me.